Hello everyone, also Klaus here, and today guys I'm gonna review one of the last Bionicle set with 2010 in the first wave and also the last wave of Bionicle, of the Bionicle set, and of course I talk about the Stars line, and today is gonna be Skrall Stars, which was already released before in 2009 but as a canister size set, and now we're gonna find this one as an Algory Matter 1 size set. So the canister you may know, so all in plastic and with a little nice lid with the little Skrall maze, or well, Skrall shield symbol white hairs, which really look nice. Of course, the lid this time is black because Skrall, one of the Skrall's colors is mainly black, so it's black. No, yes, one of the Skrall's colors is black, so that's why the lid is black. So nothing really interesting white hairs. Of course, there's full-on plastic. Bionicle Stars Skrall is named, so nothing really interesting. Of course, you got the Skralls in the front, and in the background you got the golden ore looking nice. Of course, the ground also changed in every canister, so this time it's rock, and for example on Tayu it was some kind of fire exploding on the background. So really nice little details which were already used in since 2001, I guess. So it's really nice to see there still in 2010. And the golden Bionicle part you're gonna find in this set, which is a Nuva shoulder armor used for the Tayu's weapon. On the back it's quite the same, so Bionicle whitened ears, and there you got, of course, the set throughout is enlightened, in fact, and show you the part you have, and which and where it goes on the Tayu set. And finally, you see that you can put Skrall into your canister, but it's I think quite hard, and you have, for example, to put off some weapons to make him enter in the canister. And I think that's all, guys. So now I'm gonna show you the instruction booklet again, really quick. So same image as the canisters one. And you got two nice little pictures. So this one, a group shot of all the stars, really looking cool and classy, with the golden O in the background, very reminiscent of 2001 era. Here you got the Tayus in his golden armor, with all the stars set on the side with the parts we got in each of them. The instruction in like I think maybe 10 steps, and the parts list, Ben 10 had, and that's all. And now for the set. So to begin, we're gonna see that armorless and also headless here. So as you can see, the color scheme, the color scheme is mainly black and lime green, so it's not red like the older Skrall. I think it's because Tayu got already has some matter red on his body, so to not confuse the kids and not have two red sets, I think they decided to put it in lime green, so kind of like Tuma, in fact, which was the leader of the Skralls. In terms of free colors and new part, nothing really interesting what it is, because I think all these parts were released before, apart from the foot, of course, the feet, which was released with the Stars line, and this time they are in black, so this is the second recolors, and there is in total 4 recolors of this part in the Stars line. And again, you have to put the connectors in this way on the already modeled axle, and here you got an axle hole on the back of the part, or under the part, which is really nice for other mockers. And now for the interesting part. So, of course, you may know that Skrall was kind of bended in terms of overall shape in the canister size set, so they kind of redone that with, thanks to these 3 parts, which was really well, quite simple, and also really works quite well. So as you can see, we're gonna put this E part. I know you pronounce this E, this like the letter, but still, which was used before in the 2008 Fantoken Mystica series to link the Toa or the Makuta and Matter 1 together. Then you got, of course, a character arm already released, and the Algory end. We're gonna put that in these 2 holes, really simple, and here we go. We got the bended shape of the end. Now we're gonna link the two shoulder armor, if I can say so. So remember, Skrall in his first version got some Skrall sword, and it's in fact the same with this one, but of course this time it's in lime green. So this part was already released in Tuma, but it's still nice for those who haven't got Tuma, because it was a Titan set, so maybe a little which cost a little more than a canister size set. So it's really good to have these parts again, and also some technical parts to link them to the arms. Like that. Now we're gonna see one important recolor. It's the old school Kopaka blade from 2001 recolor in black. So really interesting for all mockers because of course. Oh, excuse me for that. Maybe. Okay, that's all right, guys. So yeah, the Kopaka blade released in 2001 at first, and it's really nice because it's in black. So of course it can be used in tons of mocks and tons of well, yes, different mocks. So very nice to have this part, but we're going to see that later, but that this part, in fact, is just useful for the mockers because in terms of overall design with the Skrall, it's not really, well, we're going to see that later. And finally, the helmet, or the head, which is in fact the Skrall helmet. So nothing really new. Well, I think, yes, it's Skrall. It's not Atticus. And here we are. Skrall is done, or at least Skrall stars. Do a little turnaround of this guy. And now for the articulation section. So this part can look up, down, and on the side where it's not blocked by the two, of course, two big swords on the shoulder. Well, you got 2 ball joints per arms, but again, it's already 19 degrees bended part, so it's quite hard to pose in. And no problem with the legs and their 2 ball joints. You can do some interesting pose like making crouch or stuff like that. And that's quite all for the discussion session, guys. So now I think I'm gonna just talk about I'm just gonna sum up this set. In fact, what's good and not good on this one. And seriously, it's well, kind of full of drawback, I have to say. So maybe first of all, in terms of color scheme, it's not that bad at all, but I think it would be maybe nice if we have more lime green. I don't know, but it's not really, well, lime green is already used on grayish also, so it's quite hard maybe to have too much lime green on this guy, so it's mainly black. But the many complaint I have, well, this was for the color scheme, excuse me. Now for the parts. So in terms of new parts and recolored parts, yeah, I think it's quite okay. Not really that good, but it's still okay because you have the new fit, of course, and you have the new the recolored sword, and also this part which were quite hard to find, of course. And well, of course, the parts are new if you haven't any other Agori set or Keratoran set, for example, like Atticus, which who already got other parts, in fact. And yes, what I want to say with the Kopaka blade, it's really cool to have a black Kopaka blade. I'm okay with that. But in terms of overall design with the overall model, it just don't fit with the Skrall theme, in fact. Because remember, the first Skrall released in 2009 got this sword, got one of these swords as his weapon. And I'm sorry, but compare these two blades, the shape has nothing to do. Seriously, the shape is totally different from this blade to this blade. So seriously, I think maybe this is a good recolor for mockers, but in terms of overall design, it don't really fit the Skrall team. In fact, I think it's out of place. It's too rounded shaped. It's well, it just doesn't have this Skrall feeling, and that's why it's a cool part for mockers and stuff, but it's not really a good part on this set, I have to say. And finally, in terms of overall design, this set is full of holes, seriously. Because yes, first of all, you got a loose ball joint right here with nothing on it, so and you can clearly see it on different angles. For example, on this one, it's particularly atrocious. And also the fact is that these parts are really, as you can see, there are holes between these two parts, for example. And also, when you look on this part, the shoulder, because of course this frame is kind of special because the shoulders are put in this way. Well, it's full of holes set, in fact. And it's really look bad in some angles, so it's really hard to find some. Yes, look quite nice, but it's quite hard to have some nice angle with this set, I have to say. And well, maybe you see, even on this angle, you see this ugly ball joint on the back, and it's really look well. So and well, that's all for the drawback, but there is tons of drawback with this set, at least for me. And now for the good parts, I have to say that I really like the idea of the frame because it's really simple and it's worked pretty well. Seriously, good job on this. And so apart from this loose ball joint, it's really a good body frame, I have to say, a good custom one. And I think we can reuse this with your mocks. Can be helpful, I think. Even for the Kingster sized mock, if you use the frame like that, it will look quite nice. And also, yes, and of course, I'm glad we have some new wheel colors and some new parts like the Fate and the Copacabel. It's still that to have some new parts. It's not like a set without any new or wheel colored parts, like for example the Ikawax set, which didn't have any new parts. And that's all for Skrall, guys. So I'm not really happy with this set, as you have may understand, I think. But of course, after all, it's just my opinion. But I think there is some points which are still objective opinion, like for example, the fact that this set is full of holes and stuff like that. So yeah. So it was a good attempt. They tried to make a good new Skrall, but I think seriously just keep on the old Skrall because it's really better than this. This one, seriously. So just try to find the 2009 Skrall because it's really better than this one, this little poor Skrall Stars set. And that's all, guys. So if you have any comments or suggestion or criticism or question about the set, for example, I have not answered, feel free to ask them and I will with them, of course. And so see you later for another Bionicle or Lego video review. Bye bye.